This orange juice tastes so good. The orange juice is so good. It really tastes. If you try it, it's gonna be good.
Okay, are you ready?
Did it start?
Yes.
Well, Mommy, I want to try.
Let's do it. Can you scooch over just a little bit? Hello, everybody. My name is Meredith McGrath, and I'm the registered dietitian at Redner's Markets. And I am here today with a kindergarten graduate. Can you tell everybody what your name is?
Finley.
Finley. So Finley just had her very last day of kindergarten today. So of course, as you all know, just because school is over and summer has started, that does not mean the kitchen is closed. So how many times a day do you eat?
Every day.
You eat every day, but how many times? Breakfast? You eat lunch?
Dinner.
You eat dinner, and how many snacks?
A lot.
Lots of snacks. So we always want to make sure that our meals are very nourishing to keep our little ones happy and fulfilled and satisfied. And of course, make sure we get all the nutrition we need, correct? And what's the best way to do that?
By eating healthy.
By eating healthy. So our fruits and our vegetables. And we have some really great fruits here today, with one of them being 100% juice. So 100% Tropicana juice is actually something that we're going to use in our recipe today. So this is a really quick and easy recipe that you can use for a breakfast, a lunch, a brunch, or of course breakfast at dinner. I love this because it's only a few very simple ingredients and you could do it with your little ones. So Finley, we're going to get started with sheet pan French toast. Okay? So can you get the milk? And you're going to do 2/3 cup of milk. So you're going to look at your measuring cup and you're going to go up to the 2 and the 3. So can you pour it in?
3.
Yep, right about there.
Okay.
Can you see it? I'll keep my finger there and you could just pour. So Finley has been cooking with me from a very early age. She always loves to be in the kitchen, and I also think it's a great way for them to start to want to try different foods. All right, that looks good. Okay, you want to dump it into the bowl? Good job. And next, we are going to add our 100% juice. So here we're going to add 1/3 a cup. So you're going to go up to the 1 and the 3. So I'll keep my finger here and you could pour it in. So the variety that I chose to get today has the added calcium and vitamin D in. And Finley, do you know what calcium is good for? Go ahead, keep pouring a little bit more. Good job. Mommy's going to pour in a little bit more. Calcium is good for what?
Your bones.
Your bones
And your
and
teeth.
your teeth. So calcium and the vitamin D, we want to make sure that we get that so we get nice strong bones and teeth. It's really great because in only 240 milliliters, you get a full day's worth of the vitamin C, which is a great antioxidant that keeps you healthy, and hopefully you won't get sick. Does that sound good? Because no one likes to be sick. Can you pour that in? Very good. Okay, next we're going to add in our eggs. So we're going to, yep, you're going to add in 1 egg. And then I'm going to do an extra one just of the yolk. Okay, so I got the yolk here. You having trouble getting it, or can you get it? Ah, there you go. Perfect. Now, do you want to start whisking it a little bit? Finley, have you ever had French toast before? No? So another thing that I'm going to get started is you can get your sheet pan and actually get it in your oven at 400 degrees and start to preheat the pan. What it's going to do is it's going to make that nice, crunchy, crispy edge that you would get if you were doing it in the saute pan. How's it going?
Good.
All right. The next thing we're going to add in is we're going to add a little bit of orange zest. Can you work a zester? Look at this tool. Do you know how you do this? So you're going to take your orange and you're just going to go back and forth. And do you smell it? How good does that smell? Nice, fresh, and clean? All right, so why don't you go ahead and zest a little bit. Can you hold it and do both? Over the bowl? You got it. So by adding citrus like Tropicana 100% orange juice, it's really a great way to get that extra nutrition into some of your recipes. Not only are you adding the nutrition of the vitamin C, possibly the calcium and the vitamin D, into things like marinades, salad dressings, some of your baked goods, you also get some really great taste and flavor that you would not normally get if you eliminated it. I think you're doing really good. So next we're gonna just tap that. And do you see all the pieces of orange in there? And that's gonna add some really good flavor to our French toast. It's a great summer treat. All right, so we have our pan in the oven. Next thing we're gonna do here is get our whole wheat bread. So we have, I just bought the petite whole wheat Italian bread from Redner's. And I'm gonna cut it pretty thick. So day-old bread is definitely the best. If you, like me, were running a little short and didn't get it the day before, you can always kind of like air dry it in the oven. So you could pop it in the oven just so that it gets a little bit crispy, and this way it doesn't get quite as soggy. So we're gonna do 2 big thick slices, one for me and one for you. Sound good? So now you could put it into our mixture. Put it all the way down so it gets nice and moist. And we're gonna let it sit in here for just a few minutes while our sheet pan is warming up. Does that sound good? Do you know, can you tell me what your favorite fruits are? What fruits do you like?
Banana and watermelon.
Banana and watermelon. So bananas are great because you could get them all year, right? And watermelon we really get excited about in the summertime, don't we?
But she's allergic to bananas.
Allergic to bananas. Sometimes you just don't like bananas, right? I don't really like bananas, but that's okay because the good news is there are so many other fruits and vegetables that even if you don't like 1 or 2, there are many more that you can try and that you could hopefully like, right? Yes. So we have some here that when we get our French toast out, we're definitely going to give a try. So I know you love this one. What is this?
Strawberry.
Strawberries. So strawberries are super yummy. Do you know what these are called? What color are they?
Purple.
They're purple. So they're a very dark purple, almost black. So these are blackberries. And these are called Sweet Caroline. So these are available in all of Redner's produce departments right now. And they are absolutely delicious. You can eat these just like candy. They are so sweet. So I encourage you to go out. You want to try one of these? You have to try one of these. Give it a try. Guess what? If you try something and you don't like it, it's no big deal. You could spit it out, right? But tell me how good that is. You're not sure? You like the strawberry a little bit better? That's okay. So next, I'm going to get the sheet pan out of the oven. So now we have to be careful because the sheet pan is very hot. So I don't want you to touch it. But I am going to put a little bit of butter on the sheet pan. And then what's happening to the butter? Don't touch. You cannot touch. It's melting, right? Because the pan is really hot. And so now we have the butter on and it's melting so that when we put our French toast on here, it's going to get nice and crusty and brown and taste really, really yummy. Okay? So do you want to take the pieces of bread out and put them on here. Just make sure you don't touch the pan, okay? And let a little bit of that drip off. All right, put it on. Very good. Oh, you got it?
All
right, we cut really big slices, didn't we? So we have our French toast ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. And the good news is, just like magic, and mom magic we call it, we have some French toast already done. So I'm going to put these on a plate. So we have some delicious French toast here, and now we can top it. Oops, dropped a little piece of the bread there.
Okay.
Did you want to put some orange on your French toast, or do you want to put strawberries? What do you think?
Orange.
You want to do some orange?
Mhm.
All right. And what else do we need? We need, what do you put on pancakes?
Syrup.
Syrup. We got it? All right. So come on over. And we're going to drizzle a little bit of syrup. I'm going to put a little bit of syrup on mine here. And you see, we have the edges nice and crispy brown, and that was all from the preheated sheet pan. It only took about 10 minutes, so again, this is a really kid-friendly recipe. You could get in and out and have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or a snack on the table in no time. So I am going to add some of the blackberries to my French toast. And I think I'm going to add some strawberries too. Why not? Are you adding strawberries to yours? Or are you just happy? Oh, you want to do the orange. Okay. All right, let me get a cutting board out to do the orange. All right. Look how good that looks. Do you love all the different colors? Yeah. Mommy doesn't have this peeled. We're
And
gonna do
they're all not the same colors.
They're not all the same colors, right? So, because lots of fruits and vegetables are different colors, right? Can you tell me a green vegetable?
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Can you tell me a purple fruit?
Blackberries.
Blackberries, good one. But you're still not quite sure about them, right? Even though they're really, really sweet and yummy. All right, so I have some pieces of orange for you. I'm going to add to your French toast. Do you want to try any more of the blackberries? No? Okay. You're going to go right for the orange. You just squirted me. That means it's a nice, really juicy orange. So here we have it. We have our sheet pan French toast, nicely packed with our Tropicana 100% orange juice and topped with some fresh fruit. So again, we're talking about a recipe that only takes 15 minutes from beginning to end. It's something you can do with your kiddos that are home from school, and I think it's pretty tasty. You want to give it a try? Yeah? You want to try mine or yours? Which one looks better?
Mine.
Yours? That's good stuff. And what's great about this is you don't actually have to add any of the cinnamon or the nutmeg because there's so much flavor with the orange juice, but if you'd like to, it's something you could certainly do. I want to hear the verdict here, girl. You like it? So your first experience of French toast was pretty tasty, right? Good stuff. Are you ready to have a good summer? Sounds good. All right. Can you tell everybody thanks for watching?
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.